Right, here I am as bringing the Remembering Rodborough series of interviews full circle, and so I'm delighted to be talking to
Amanda Norland
and Manny Norland up at the Albert, and it'll be quite interesting to have the take of people who've been living here for possibly 2 years in a house that I think was built in
1837.
So I think the oldest house on Rodborough Hill. So tell us in crude terms, how does it feel to be living in that house? It is a beautiful looking house.
Yeah, it's a great house. I mean, we spent quite a lot of time looking around Stroud and the valleys, trying to find the right property. And when we saw that property, we fell in love with it very quickly because of its kind of quirky nature and the garden that's there with it. And also, it's the last Cotswold stone house going down the hill away from the pub, and it's very nice being just four doors down from the pub, because it is a very nice pub, and we like Miles and Lottie very much. So all these added bonuses, you see.
And how have you found the local people? Welcoming to, as it were, incomers?
Oh, absolutely. It's probably the friendliest place I've ever lived, actually. And it helped coming here. As soon as we came here, we got invited to people's tables. We were chatting with the locals, and every time you come in, you can say hello to people. And everywhere you go in Stroud, to be honest, is just so friendly, and there's a smile everywhere you walk. Yeah, it's fantastic.
So it might seem a bit parochial that I'm going to stay within the parish and I'm not going to wander into Stroud. And do you have any favourite walks in the parish, or wandering outside of the parish?
Well, we quite often go up to the fort and have a wander around the common, and when we're feeling a bit lazy, we might kind of go down Rodborough Hill and have a look around there. I like the little round the block route, because it's.
So what do you call the block?
Well, maybe around by the parish church and back around through the back roads. I love exploring the back roads, and I love the higgledy-piggledy houses, and you can always see the view across into different valleys. It's the best thing about being in Rodborough, actually, is the fact that you can always see across into some other vista. Beautiful.
Yeah, we were drawn to the hills. The fact that everywhere you look out, there's always a view, and it's a very changing landscape. And also, I think I can't remember how many metres above sea level we are. Is it 7?
I don't know. Tell me. Yeah.
What was it? I can't remember. I don't know whether I'm being ridiculous. I can't remember whether it was 70 or 700. That's quite a big difference.
I think that you have to multiply by 3, don't you, against fees?
Yeah. But I remember we asked all the estate agents how many metres above sea level the houses were that we were looking at, and they thought we were completely mad because we were thinking about the floods. And then the very first year we were here, everything flooded. So we felt very well informed and very good for being on top of the high hill.
So I don't know quite about your line of work, but it's quite interesting with as it were, what would appear to older people to be modern people, and it's the phenomenon of working from home, because we could argue that that's a continuity with 200 years ago with hand loom weavers. So I wonder if either of you work from home.
Yeah, we both work from home, and one of the reasons that we chose Orchard Lee is because of the building in the garden that was put in there by the previous owner. It was a kind of garage workshop that we converted into our office space. But essentially, Amanda and I were looking for somewhere to move our business, and also in the future to move the School of Homeopathy. So we're both trained homeopaths and working in the healing arts, and we run a company called Alternative Training, which specialises in distance learning courses in alternative medicine and homeopathy. And then in July this year, we're moving the school here, which will be hiring Hawkwood one weekend a month and running it out of there. But everything HQ is in our garden, and we love the fact that we can just commute across the garden and still be in home, and still have these great views and stay connected to the community. And Stroud and Rodborough and the local community have just been so welcoming of homeopathy. and healing, which was another reason why we liked the area, was because it's a very alternative and green and healing and musical and arts and crafts area, and that's really in line with what sort of flicks our switch.
Thank you. And now with the final comment, I'll go over. Anything you'd like to add?
Well, I can't imagine being anywhere else just now, and this is my home, and I feel extremely fortunate to be here. Yeah, I'm very happy.
Thank you very much. I'll close the interview there. Thank you.
Thank you.